Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Arkansas Style. I am your host, Nicole Neiman, and we're so glad you could join us on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. We've got some great stuff in the works today, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at what's coming up. Looking to bring a little sunshine indoors? Well, Chris Norwood with Norwood Day Floral Company is back today to help us put together a stunning summer arrangement full of color, texture, and seasonal joy. And snoring, snack stealing, thermostat wars, you name it, it's the little things that test even the strongest couples. But don't worry, we've got backup. Relationship counselor Charlie Simpson is in the house today to help us decode the drama and hopefully bring some laughs to those little quirks. And finally, if you're in the market for a new sink to spruce up your kitchen or a bathroom area, we're taking a look at the Kohler products that could transform your space and where you can see them for yourself. But before we get to all of that, get ready, Arkansas, because Guitar Wars is back for its third annual event. And this year, there's even more to get excited about. From a drum off to expanded scholarships and partnerships with UALR and Little Rock Visitors Bureau, Guitar Wars is rocking the community like never before. Joining us to share the details are founder David Donovan, along with performer Will Warner and COO Riley Dobson. Well, everyone, great to have you back. Congratulations on year 3, David.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having us back.
All right, folks at home, this is such an incredibly cool event. I had the pleasure of meeting you when it was the inaugural Guitar Wars. Tell folks at home, first of all, what it is.
Yeah, so basically, at its base level, it's an amateur guitar competition that's open to all residents of Arkansas, but it's no pros allowed. So it just gives the regular person that plays the guitar in their bedroom or casually with other people a platform to have their friends and family come out and watch them and support them. And there's nothing like it anywhere, even in the surrounding states. And then we have a whole Guitar Wars Educational Foundation, and we help kids get started in music all over Arkansas. We give them a guitar. We pay for lessons wherever they live. It just helps get them started. And then this year we're also we're starting a year-round instrument donation drive. So I'm going to be working with the Boys Club, and we'll collect instruments and hand them out and let them use them as needed. And that's.
So at the heart of it, it is a Guitar Wars of amateur guitarists. And David, when you first did this, I mean, you really struck a chord, pun intended. This place blew up. I mean, did you ever in a million years think you'd have the kind of popularity that you had?
No, not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. I never thought I'd be working with UALR, which I was a professor out there a long time ago. Never thought I would be working with someone like Riley. So, yeah,
all right.
No, I didn't see this coming.
Well, that's a perfect entree to bring Riley into the conversation. Great to meet you, honey. You are taking a leadership role in Guitar Wars. They need your help, your service. Tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
I've been working really hard on making sure our digital presence is known and getting a lot of awareness for Guitar Wars, because it is a newer thing and it's such a great thing. And it's just been awesome. He pulled me from UALR, and we've just been working together since.
Yeah. And what is the partnership like that you're having with UALR?
So I'm kind of an intern for him in a sense. He contacted UALR looking for an intern to help him, and I just graduated in December, and so I jumped on board, and it's basically an internship.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so Will, you're going to be one of the performers competing in Guitar Wars this year. Have you been to the previous Guitar Wars?
Yes, ma'am. So this is going to be my third one. I started with the very first one, yeah.
All right, so if anybody is at home and they are an avid guitarist, you know, they like to play for their own personal pleasure, tell them a little bit about your experience and maybe invite them to participate.
Yeah, so I've been playing for about 8 years. I joined my high school's jazz band. That was really my first chance to play in front of people and get a chance to perform. And Guitar Wars has been a really good chance for me to step outside of a band and really showcase myself and my own talents.
All right, well, you brought a guitar, funny little thing. Would you mind giving us just a little sampling of maybe what you will be performing? Because again, I want folks at home to know, we want to invite them to come see it, of course. This is the kind of caliber and quality of entertainment that you'll be experiencing. Will, would you mind? Sure. Okay. just makes my heart sing. David, it's got to make your heart sing
Oh yeah,
too,
he's
right?
great. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you're doing it for, again, all these amateur guitarists. David, let's kind of start again at the top. So now that people are enticed to attend, you've, again, partnered with some other entities here, and let's tell them a little bit about the expansiveness of Guitar Wars.
Yeah, it's expanding in the sense that I'm continuing to develop relationships with different schools at UALR, like the writing department, and Riley came from the business department. That's really exciting. And frankly, if it wasn't for the assistants, I probably would have called it quits because it's just got to be too much work. So that's exciting. The instrument donation year-round drive, I'm very excited about that. Partnering with Joey Cole and Cowles, the Ronald Robinson Theater director, has just been a dream. He's so much fun to work with. Working with the Little Rock Visitors and Convention Bureau has been one. It's just, we're working with a lot of wonderful people.
Yeah, I know Joey too. Agreed. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so people can attend Guitar Wars, come see the talent like Will and many others. How do they attend?
Yes, it's free, and it's always going to be free.
Wow.
I'm never going to charge for the public to attend. So come one, come all. It's a family-friendly event. A lot of people ask me this. They'll say, well, when should I come? Well, remember, we've got kids in the morning, and they start with beginner, then they go to intermediate, and then advanced, where it gets like really good. And it's all supposed to be fun, right? And then we have our first drum off before lunch, which is going to be really cool. The audience will decide the winner of that. Our judges decide the guitar winners. And then we have the adult division in the afternoon. Then we award scholarships, and then we're done.
Where's it at?
Ron Robinson Theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fantastic. I just couldn't be more delighted for your success and
Thank you
the
so
traction
much.
that you're getting. Really exciting. And Riley, welcome to the team. Will, good luck in the competition. Great to meet you. There is still a few spots left to register as a competitor in this year's event. So to learn more or get involved, visit GuitarWarsInc.com or follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Now coming up, we're talking style, function, and value with Triton Stone Group and why their partnership with Kohler could be the upgrade your home needs. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
For nearly 2 decades, the Triton Stone Group has experienced impressive growth, establishing itself as a trusted partner in the industry with an extensive product offering that includes slabs, sinks, tile, and tools. And with 31 locations across 15 states, they've quickly become a go-to destination for both homeowners and professionals. And here to tell us all about Triton Stone is Rachel Jones. First of all, Rachel, tell us the story of Triton Stone.
So Triton Stone is a company that was started in New Orleans in 2006 as a way to kind of give back to the rebuilding efforts in New Orleans. We very quickly grew into, one of the most well-known stone distributors in the country with 26 showroom locations, 4 distribution centers, and it's really become this monster that is really great fun. I'm able to work with my family, and we have 350 employees that are really what makes Triton what it is today.
Okay, being a family-owned business, what are some of the values and principles that Triton Stone Group upholds, and how do these reflect in your day-to-day operations and customer interactions?
Yeah, I think Triton really has a big focus on our relationships, obviously, that we have with our customers and our suppliers, but it really always goes back to the heart of the company, which is its employees. And, having that core value of family is something that has been able to be transcended down from, the top all the way to, every location across the country. So it's been great to see the outreach that we're able to, that we have. And, I feel like we're just kind of getting started. I don't, where are we going to go from here?
Fantastic. Okay. And how has Triton grown and expanded its reach and offerings over the years?
So Triton is primarily, originally was a slab company, a natural stone company. However, we sell sinks, tile, tools, and we're always constantly striving to make sure that we have the best products on the market in each of our product categories. So whatever it is that you're kind of looking for, Triton's got what you need.
Interesting. Okay, fantastic. As the provider of slabs, sinks, tile, and tools, Triton Stone offers an extensive range of products. Could you tell us more about the variety of products available?
Yeah, so within each line, you can really kind of find what you're looking for, whether it's natural stone, quartz. We have a luxury mineral surface line. We also have some great partnerships with some, tile suppliers, as well as our partnership with Kohler for sinks. So I think our brand partnerships have been what's really set us apart these last few years.
With the ever-evolving trends in home design and construction, how does Triton Stone Group stay ahead of the curve and continue to meet the diverse needs of its customers across different markets?
We really rely on our partnership with the interior design community for this. We try to keep a pulse on exactly what it is that they're looking for, what are they trying to source, and then we go and get it for them. And it's easy for us to kind of test a product because we've got so many different markets that we're able to roll things out in. So really relying on what the designers are wanting has really helped us stay ahead of the game.
And where can we go for more information?
You can see all of our product offerings at tritonstone.com, and of course you can come and stop by any of our showrooms to see all the different products that we offer.
Rachel, thank you so much for being here, and as she just said, for more from the Triton Stone Group, check out their website, tritonstone.com. Now, still ahead, Chris Norwood shows us how to create a bright and beautiful floral arrangement that's bursting with summertime style. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Flowers make everything feel a little more special, and when it comes to creating show-stopping arrangements, Chris Norwood knows exactly what he's doing. Chris, one half of the award-winning team behind Norwood Day Floral Company, is back with us today, and he's bringing some bright summertime energy to set with a colorful mix of sunflowers, garden roses, and more. Chris, great to have you. Welcome back from Palm Springs, you little globetrotter.
Well, we've been everywhere. We've been
just
to Market,
spreading your
Atlanta.
joy.
Yeah, everywhere. And by the way, you look stunning today. It's that color looks so good on her. Oh my God.
Well, thank you. Made my day.
All right, so let's get started. We're going to work with some, this is called Cranberry Viburnum. I'm actually going to give you an extra one because you got shortchanged on that one.
Okay.
So we originally were going to do sunflowers, but we just got these roses in. These are called buttercups, and I thought we got to do buttercups today instead. And then we have cranberry candy expression. Then we've got some Juliets. Then we're going to do a couple of these are called Geronimos, which are very similar to what you would think is a marigold or a small dahlia. And then we're going to use a little bit of cottage yarrow. And then this is called flowering eucalyptus. And when it flowers, look how pretty that is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm noticing, first of all, the vessel that you've given me to use. This intimidates me a little bit, I gotta say, because it's kind of got a wider mouth on it. I don't know if you can see this at home, but a lot of times when you're using a vase, if it doesn't have like a little pucker at the top, the flowers just don't fall quite right. So challenge accepted, but folks at home, I think Chris is gonna teach me how to do this properly. All right, where do we begin?
Actually, to me, this is easier to design in than a square one.
Okay,
because it's tighter to the middle and more elongated.
All right.
So what we're going to do, I'm actually going to break this off with my hand, and you can do yours same too. And I'm actually going to get 2 good cuts out of this.
Okay.
So you're just going to put that in there, and you're going to cross grid that like that. And that's going to be your base.
Oh, look at that, how smart that is.
So
Okay.
that's, instead of doing the tape, a lot of people like to tape bases and stuff, you can do it naturally.
All right.
And it doesn't hurt that because it's actually the longer, the more space you show on the bottom as far as opening the stem, the better it's going to drink.
Okay.
So if you did a straight cut, it wouldn't drink as much.
All right, so
Like that one's kinda
here's how
loopy.
we're beginning already.
Yeah.
Is Chris is teaching me how to do a grid. So we just crisscrossed
Right.
these branches in here, and those are going to kind of help hold my arrangement up. Okay.
Exactly.
Love
so
it.
then we're going to go back and do the same thing with the flowered eucalyptus. I'm going to have you break this as well, because when you break it, see how long it gets a good exposure on the stem.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Like woody stems need to have as much exposure as possible. Unlike
Okay.
roses, you do a clean cut. This doesn't hurt. Anything that's woody, I always like to be kind of smashed or extended. So we'll
Okay,
do
I
that.
am in love with these flowers. I literally feel like I'm at an English garden party right now.
Well, good.
Yes. Again, this is what you do so well, unique and
Well,
different.
Well, we try. We
Yes,
try all
you
the
do.
time.
You don't try, you do, as Yoda says.
We're gonna-
Don't try, do. Okay.
And look how fun that is. Even this is even cool. That's the actual pod of the eucalyptus. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
How it
is
makes
so
that
cool.
larger.
Is it
cut.
fragrant like eucalyptus is?
It's not as fragrant. It will be once you cut the stem somewhat, but it's not near as fragrant as like a spiral eucalyptus or baby eucalyptus that you see all the time.
Okay.
So there's that one.
All right.
So then let's go back and start adding our roses in. You can put those wherever you want. There's
All
your
right.
cutters are there and there.
And what are these called? What kind of rose
These
is
are
this?
called Candy Expression. And what you
Candy
want to do is you want to clean
Expression.
up a little bit, take that guard petal off.
Okay.
There. Get that color's intense.
telling you. Oh, I love this look. It is so romantic.
And what we want to do too is remind everybody that you can always order flowers every day at Norwood Day, but our cash and carry specials are, buy one, get one free is always on Fridays.
Yes.
So you can come in and get things for your home for the weekend and get you straightened right up. But these, I'm just so excited about this new rose that we're bringing in. It's called Buttercup, and it's just truly amazing.
Kevin, can you get a close-up on this? Because again, when I say unique and different, folks at home, when you are shopping for flowers, you want the best of the best. Look at the size. It's bigger than my fist, and I tell you, here's what Chris taught me is to kind of bend those petals back
Right.
too, to open up the flower. Look at how pretty this yellow is. It is like a soft ivory with a little bit of yellow on the inside.
This gets more intense as you look into the middle of it.
Oh, love
It's
it.
so pretty. And then we're going to add just one pop. I always like to add a spray rose to all this to make it look more natural, because not all the roses in your rose bush are always going to be the same size of bloom. So we're going to add just one of these just to get a little bit of different variation
I
on
swear,
that.
I go way too slow. I savor every single second with you, Chris.
Well, good. Well,
Oh. Just is so much fun.
we're going to add a little bit of cottage yarrow, and you might want to do that at different lengths and heights
Okay.
to give it a little bit more dimension.
All right. Stay up there.
You're good.
All right. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is just tuck these in between some of those wild branches to hold them up.
Right.
Is that the key?
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Love it.
And then we're going to keep adding a little bit of that. And then if you want to, and it's all up to you, if you want to add just a hint of purple. Everyone seems to like a little pop of purple, especially for summertime.
Well, we in Arkansas style, we
There
happen
we
to
go.
love the color purple, let me tell you.
So we're going to add a little bit of that into there, like that. And a
right.
lot of times you can tuck that in deep, especially on your situation. You might want to tuck it in a little bit deeper, and that's going to give you more stability.
Agreed. Yes.
So I'm going to show
Okay.
you a trick. So when you
Show
do
me.
it,
Okay.
you want to cut it there, there, and there. You still get 3 stems.
Oh, look at that.
You're
You
gonna get
broke
more
it up.
laterals, yep.
Okay. And then do you bunch it together or do you,
You
spread them
can do
apart?
whatever you want to do, but I'm just knowing that instead of wasting that last stem in the bottom, a lot of times people like to stuff them too deep.
Okay.
Well, you may as well. You're just kind of wasting that. It's not going to show up. It just gets tucked in the middle.
Okay. All right, so, of course, it's so hot outside, Chris, and of course,
Blazing hot.
yeah, so bringing in flowers from the outside
Yep.
has just almost become impossible. Tell people about how they can come visit you at Norwood
Well,
Day.
we are on Cantrell in Mississippi. We're right beside Edwards Grocery. We're the old pizza place that people always say, where's that? The old pizza place. Everyone knows where that is. And so we've remodeled it, of course, and we've been very blessed. We'll be open. We opened in February, and have just been blowing and going since.
Yeah.
So
And of course, you have fresh flowers in the store, but you also do special occasions and events.
we are very blessed. We have weddings pretty much every weekend through January right now. So
Really?
yep.
Incredible. Well, I sure appreciate you coming in and treating us to a little bit of joy and
gotta
teaching
get
us
you-
a little bit something too.
Yeah, got to get your blackberries in there though.
I know, I'm running out of time.
Yeah, no
All right.
worries.
Well, I'll be continuing this on the commercial break. Chris, great to see you.
You
We'll see you
too.
again soon.
All right.
And thank you
Thank
again
you.
for that
All right.
beautiful compliment.
Wow, you
really
are stunning,
appreciate.
so thank
so
you.
beautiful. If you want to see more of his work or get inspired for your own floral moment, check them out online at norwoodday.com or visit them in person off Cantrell Road for more arrangements and inspiration. Now, feeling a little puffier than usual? Well, if you're navigating the joys of midlife and wondering what's up with the bloating, you're not alone. Our next medical segment breaks it all down. We'll be right back. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Ladies, are you dealing with weight gain, particularly around your midsection? Could menopause be to blame? Here to discuss the dreaded meno belly is UAMS cardiologist Dr. Jean Way. I'm going to sit up a little straighter now.
Yes, okay.
Okay, what is happening as we get older? You just start to feel tight around your midsection.
Yes. So thank you, Nicole, for inviting me. I'm honored to be here, and I'm so grateful for us to get a chance to talk about this topic, which otherwise we probably wouldn't get a chance to, except for the fact that we have such a fabulous, wonderful host who asks important questions of all of us to think about. So menopause belly refers to the fact that it seems like our midriff area seems to grow a little bit, and it happens during pre, and post menopause. And what is that anyway? So estrogen is a remarkable hormone, as we all know, okay? It has many powerful effects, one of which is redistribution of fat. Now, in our earlier reproductive times, the fat distribution is made in such a way that estrogen helps you to get ready in case there might be a positive result from an ovulation that results in a potential implantation of a fertilized egg that then turns, gradually grows into a fetus that grows into a child. Where are you going to get all the energy from? That energy has been stored in your hip, in your thighs, ready to be called into action, okay? That's what estrogen does. Now, when the estrogen level starts to decline, which is what happens in perimenopause and menopause, the redistribution of fat results in such a way that the fat went from your hips and your thighs up to your abdomen. Now, I want to first tell everybody it's not your fault. It's not because you've been eating too much. It's not because you haven't been exercised. This is what happens. Now, what does that mean? Okay, now your fat storage that you had previously was subcutaneous so that it could be called in and it could be utilized. Now when the fat goes up into your tummy and your belly, if you will, and the abdomen, it becomes more visceral fat, which means it surrounds the organs, and now it's not going to be so easy to get called up, which is why it's a little harder for us to lose the adipose tissue around our belly. It's not our fault, but nevertheless, is there anything we can do about it? The answer is yes, there is. And you already know the answers, and it has to do with the fact you have to, eat healthy, right? What does that mean? Protein, 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 because that's what you need. Your cells need it so it can repair and rebuild. Okay, and what else? Okay, you got to do exercise. No matter what, you got to do it. You remember when you used to do sit-ups, if you ever did, and the belly would get a little sore? Well, you got to do it again. And if you can, you'll do better, and you'll look a lot better too. Now, what else? Well, there are a whole bunch of creams and ointments and everything out in the market, some of which are purported to really help, and some of which probably might. But the whole idea is, if you can do, you need to eat healthy, you need to move healthy, and you need to sleep healthy. You need to sleep too, because that's what helps you to get some of the, if you will, metabolic changes to your favor.
Okay, well, you know I'm looking for the quick fix here. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
right.
saying it's a deficiency in estrogen as it kind of
Yeah.
tapers off and
Yeah.
we, start to gain that
Yeah.
bloat around the belly,
Yes.
can't I just take more estrogen?
Well, okay, that's a great question. If you would like to take estrogen, there's all kinds of preparations out there available, and many of them don't need a prescription, okay? However, what you want to keep in mind is that estrogen really is a very powerful hormone, and it promotes growth, okay? And this means growth of cells, some of which we really aren't wanting to promote.
Oh boy,
So,
not the C word.
Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about, so you don't want to go there too long.
Okay.
So how long can you go and still be in the safety zone? Okay, well, if you can take it while you have the most symptoms, and some people have terrible night sweats, they get hot flashes, they can't sleep, the whole 9 yards. If that's the case, yes, you can take some and it'll help you, but you can't take it for a long time. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about whatever preparation you use, try to not go beyond 2.5 years. Now, okay, that's the time when you can have it, when your symptoms are maximal and you're gonna do better. But if you keep it up and keep it up, you're gonna promote growth of cells that you didn't wanna multiply.
Boy, I mean, it's always a give and take situation, but it's a great explanation for people to understand because, again, as women, get to a certain age and their abdomen gets a little full and tight, it's nice to know, like you're saying, it's not our fault, it's our body's changing.
Right.
And the reason behind it is that drop in estrogen, perhaps.
Yes.
But, exercise and eating well is never a bad idea.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's always good.
And of course, see your doctor. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Jean.
Thank
Enjoyed the
you, Nicole.
Conversation. Great
No, this was
explanation.
excellent.
Yeah, I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it. As always, Dr. Way will join us again next week to answer more of our medical questions and concerns. So if you or a friend have anything you're curious about, just send us a message on social media and we'll make sure to cover it in one of our upcoming segments. Now, from snoring symphonies to food fights, we're breaking down the little things that can cause big drama in relationships with the help from relationship counselor Charlie Simpson. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Today we're spicing things up with love, laughs, and a little relationship wisdom. Let's face it, maintaining the right mindset is the key to a healthy relationship. So we've called in our potion for your emotion, Charlie Simpson from the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center, to help us tackle some of the quirkiest couples debates out there. Well, great to see you, Charlie.
We got some topics today.
For sure. I mean, folks at home, if you're looking for a little giggle, now's the time.
We're going to get into some good ones. So
I know.
Let's jump on into topic number 1, the great toothpaste debate.
I didn't know there was such a thing, so
I've
let's
heard this
start
one
there.
in sessions. Do you squeeze from the bottom, the middle, or the top?
Do people really have this conversation?
They have these differences, and when two people come together, they start to realize, hey, we do things differently, and one might squeeze from the middle, the other might squeeze from the bottom, and then next thing you know, it becomes this back and forth with the couple. But you know what? It don't really matter.
As long as you're brushing your teeth, please.
But when you face differences like this, it's all about compromise. Compromise is sexy. If you and your partner can find ways to figure out how can we figure this out, and make sure it's not causing an issue within a relationship, let's compromise and find that middle ground. So, love tip number 1, compromising is sexy.
Can I throw in my two
Here we
cents
go.
here? Have your own tubes of toothpaste.
You know what?
Okay.
That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. All right.
Well,
so,
this is a fun conversation.
Topic number 2: the snoring symphony struggle.
Oh, this is a real deal for
It
sure.
is. It is. You know, you have some people that just have, snoring, challenges, whatever it might be. And for their partner, it can become a struggle, and they can find a quick fix. Maybe go to different rooms or white noise or, earplugs. My parents were married for 50 years, and my dad had one of the biggest snoring challenges. And the thing that they found, the way that they made it work, was just teamwork and making the dream work. But what we did was we found humor in it. And we recorded him snoring. We would play it in the morning time. Everybody would laugh. But my parents found a way to have fun around the snoring. Instead of allowing the difference to cause frustration, they use humor to diffuse the frustration. So it is important to find that humor.
Yeah, and Taylor's got one suggestion, of course, lots of melatonin. This is something, this is a tool she uses. But where I come from is from compassion.
Right.
I want my partner to sleep well, and if he or she is snoring, all I'm thinking about is I just hope you're getting a good night's sleep.
Right.
Because I'm not.
Compassion. Compassion goes a long way. And like you said, if you can find that humor, it'll make things a lot more bearable. So number 3, the food fight. Do you put pineapples on your pizza?
Again, this is really a striking struggle that people are having. Who cares? But apparently they care.
But once again, it goes back to the differences, and how can we embrace our differences? How can we look at opposites as an attraction and just be able to just figure out how can I just put myself in your shoes to figure out how to navigate through your difference. So if I don't like pineapples on my pizza, you know what? We'll get half pineapples, half no pineapples. I'll try your thingamajig and I'll see if I like it or not. But can we come together for our differences and be able to see that, hey, it's okay to have those differences.
Well, and it is fun to take it kind of out of context, because you realize just how silly it is. If you are fighting about some of these things, take yourself out of the moment and really say to yourself, am I fighting about pineapple on pizza? And then, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Right. And I just work with so many couples, and they just talk about, we fight about just a small, one couple just fought about some trash bags in Walmart, and it's just like small things that could really lead to a big back and forth. But this last topic though, I got to put my 2 cents in on it. Does the toilet paper go over or under?
Charlie, I have to tell you, I remember when Oprah Winfrey had this discussion on her show. That's how impactful this conversation made on me. Again, don't care, but apparently,
it has
what
to
do
go
you say?
over.
It has to go over. Okay.
I posted this on my Facebook, and this one guy, he posted this research behind why it's supposed to go over. But once again, it really do not matter. And if we can just find ways, once again, we have this difference, can we find ways to just be able to communicate? That's what it really boils down to. When we have these differences, how do we communicate through them? And if it's causing a lot of back and forth or a lot of, frustrations, we might have to look into these differences a little bit more. But if you're finding ways to have humor, being able to compromise, being able to accept those differences, then a couple should be okay with those differences.
Okay, well, Taylor says over as well. I guess I would say over only because you can make that fancy triangle like they do in nice hotels. I don't even know, Charlie. Really a lot of fun. Folks at home, take your own test and see what you think. But these are small issues.
It's all about communication.
Communication.
All about communication.
Finding the humor. All
That's
right, well,
it.
great to see you.
Good being here.
Okay,
Been a
terrific.
while.
If these small debates are causing big drama in your relationship, don't hesitate to ask for help. You can always reach out to Charlie and his team of licensed therapists at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center by simply scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting arkansasrelationshipcenter.com. Now, if you are still wondering what exactly neuropathy is and how it can be treated, we're revisiting our interview with Dr. Justin Collier from Core Chiropractic and Wellness to better understand the causes, signs, and medication. Free treatments for this common condition. That's all next. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Neuropathy can be a real challenge for many, causing discomfort and impacting daily life. Today we're diving into what it is and how it can be treated without medication. Joining us is Dr. Justin Collier from Core Chiropractic and Wellness in Little Rock, where they offer cutting-edge care for neuropathy and a wide array of other conditions like sports injuries, tendinitis, and more. All right, doctor, well, great to meet you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, well, let's start at the top. What is neuropathy?
So it's basically nerve damage at the tissue farthest from the heart. So hands and feet, that's where it starts, and then it works its way up.
Okay, so that's a pretty simple explanation. We're looking at the tips of your hands and your feet.
Yeah.
How do you know if you have neuropathy?
So the typical way people will start to notice it, it's going to be numbness, tingling, burning. I mean, it gets so bad that they can't even drive because they don't know which foot is on the pedal.
Oh.
Right, so that's the main way.
Okay, that can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, if you're having that tingling, numbness, burning in the tips of your fingers or your feet, this could be signs of neuropathy. Are there ways to treat this?
Yeah, so a lot of times people will go to their doctor and they'll get different medications that mask the symptoms, but they don't really treat the cause. So you have to treat the nerve damage, the blood flow, and the oxygen, because neuropathy will attack all three of those and cause a whole lot of damage.
All right, so specifically, what does that look like?
As far as the treatment?
The treatments, yeah.
So you need to address those three different things. So we use neuroelectrical stimulation, we use low-level laser therapy, whole body vibration, several different things depending on the person. There's no cookie cutter aspect to it. Yeah.
Okay, and who would be the ideal candidate for treatment of neuropathy?
So anybody that is starting to experience those symptoms, typically it's always associated with diabetics, but you don't have to be diabetic to end up with it. It can be chemo-induced or different medication-induced, things like that. But if you're feeling those symptoms, it's only going to get worse. So,
does it typically target the older population, or can young people get it too?
I mean, we've had people as young as in their 30s and as old as in their 90s. So.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And when they undergo any of these kinds of treatments that you've described, you know, how quickly can you start to see results?
Typically within the first month, they'll start noticing the feeling coming back, or they're sleeping better because it will always be worse at night. So they can start to sleep again, feel their hands and their feet again.
All right, and is it an ongoing therapy, or once we kind of regain sensation, you know, are we good to go?
Yeah, once we've stopped it and reversed it, as long as we teach them how to maintain it at home, and the ultimate goal is you don't need me anymore.
Wow.
Right?
Well, that gives people a lot of hope, I think.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably a lot of silent suffering going on out there.
Yeah.
But when it impacts your daily life, you know, doing the things that you love to do, obviously want to address it.
Yes.
If somebody wants to come in and talk to you about neuropathy, I mean, do you do consultations?
Sure, yep. So right now we're doing, it's just a $49 new patient special. And they can come in, we'll do a full neurological exam, take a thermal scan, do a consultation to really see if they're a good fit for what we do.
Okay. Yep. And are the treatments painful?
Not at all.
Oh.
It's very simple.
Okay.
No pain at all.
All right, well, I think we've kind of covered that neuropathy. There are other aspects of your clinic that are important to address. We talked about tendinitis and some sports injuries. What do you see in your clinic where that's concerned?
So as far as tendinitis or sports injuries or anything like that, that's where just the more traditional chiropractic comes into play. We also have soft wave therapy, which utilizes your body's stem cells to help repair ligament damage or tendon damage, things like that.
Huh, all right. Again, you know, I mean, it really is kind of a full body situation, you know, and it's worth, you know, coming in and addressing these kinds of things. Where is your clinic located?
It's in the Pleasant Ridge Town Center off of Cantrell.
Okay, all right. And, you know, you mentioned there's a new patient special. Let's cover that so that people, you know, now that we have their interest, and kind of explain to them some of the issues that you can take care of. Let's invite them.
So it's just, we'll come in, we'll do the consultation to see what's going on, do the neurological exam. If it's neuropathy, we'll take a thermal picture to see where is the blood flow and is it strong. We'll take the x-rays if needed and just build out a treatment plan specific to that person.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, thank you for teaching me a little bit about this. I appreciate it.
Yep,
Great
you're
to meet you.
welcome. Nice to meet you.
You can take control of your health today and say goodbye to neuropathy symptoms. For more information or to schedule your consultation, visit corelittlerock.com or give them a call at 501-983-3395. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and to all of our guests and sponsors who joined us in studio. Now, don't forget to follow us on social media or visit our website for clips of the show that you may have missed or just want to re-watch for a second time. We will see you all again next time with love. Mwah.
Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hank's Fine Furniture. Nicole's wardrobe coordinated by Style Me Stephanie. Fresh flowers provided by Norwood Day Floral Company.